Hey there viewers, and welcome back to a channel. Today we got a 99 Intrepid in the bay. It's got about 130,000 miles on the clock. It has the 2.7 liter V6, probably not the original engine, and it needs a battery. Let's take a look. Step 1, raise and support the vehicle. Step 2, remove the tire. Three, remove the fender liner. You can see it's got a cutout here for the battery. Socket size is 1/4 inch. Gonna give it some spray for what it's worth. Got a nasty bolt over there. Nasty there. So, on these Chrysler batteries, I kind of go against what I preach here. I like to disconnect the positive cable first. You should always disconnect your negative cable first, because your frame on your vehicle is the ground. In this case, I'm gonna actually get more room, in my opinion, if I disconnect positive first. Okay, so we're real carefully gonna sneak in. I'm using a 13, nothing really fits this that well. It's got a lot of corrosion on it. Just being careful, because this is the positive, not to make any contact with the body, because there's metal body behind this plastic fender liner, so we'll just take our time. Usually you can kind of wiggle it once you get the nut loose, and there's our positive. So, just gonna kind of take that down there out of the way. Ooh, the crusties. Some crusty buildup there. That's, not sure what that is. Oh, it's a bolt. Huh. Wonder what that goes to. Next, what we're going to do is take the airbox out. So what I'm going to do is try to move this out of my way. There's one little push pin. Dig him out without breaking or losing him. Okay, just put that there. Move this crap out of the way. Kind of be gentle with it. Get the air filter out. Yeah, still clean. Sweet. And we are held in exclusively with plastic dongers. I'm gonna get some silicone spray. One more. Not trying to make a mess, but this car isn't exactly spick and span, brand new. Oh man, that silicone spray. Uh-oh, we lost the grommet. Really helps me to, where did that go? Oh, went next to the battery. Found it. Okay, so that silicone spray really helps, kind of helps keep things from getting stuck. So there's your airbox. I'm just going to put that up there so we don't lose it and forget it. Now I got access here to the top of my battery. Let you guys see. I'm taking 11 mil. Oh, wrong way, fella. Still the wrong way. What's going on here? Sweet. Well, at least we know. This is going to tighten. What is going on? Oh, ain't that sweet? All this thing does is spin. Nice. See about this side. Here we go. That's better. Try this one with a 10. Nope. Sweet. Okay. Now, hopefully, we have enough room. I think what I'm gonna do, bend this guy up, raise the car back up, bend this guy up out of our way, and then probably cut that bolt off. Push it back through from the other side. Oh, hang on, this might be a little different. Oh, you can put a regular bolt in that from the back. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll probably cut that thing off with a torch, and then just thread a regular nut and bolt on through that. So that won't be no big deal. At this point, theoretically, hang on, here we go. I should be able to precariously perch this battery. Actually, you know, if we do this right, I'm not going to have to mess with him at all. He's still tight. But at this point, I can get on here with a wrench. I can take my negative loose. I love my job some days. All right, so the battery's fixing to kind of fall out, which is actually kind of good. Just kind of set it like such. Very carefully. All right. Very carefully, very precariously. There we go. Okay. And that looks like probably a 13. I see someone's replaced the end on this cable. One of these crimp garbage jobs. Not my favorite by a long shot. Screwdriver here. Ooh, we might get lucky on this one. Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. Sweet. And a baby is born. Oh man. All right, folks. Since this battery is actually still good, it still starts this car pretty nice. I'm not going to put a fresh one in. You can see it looks pretty nasty. Let you guys take a look at that. So this is pretty typical of what builds up on a battery. You got salt corrosion, you've got the acid corrosion. This battery's from 2013, so it's lived a fairly good life at this point. We're going to clean it up good and we'll put it back in the car. Yeah. Gently place it in the sink and let me get some tools. Tools I need: a little baking soda container. Oops, spill some. A little water in the precise ratio, and a battery cleaning kit. So I've got terminal spreaders in here. I've got the cleaning brushes. terminal puller if the things are welded on there, a handle, which is optional equipment, pliers, all of that good stuff. What we'll do, ooh yeah, watch the crusties. Watch the crusties disappear. Oh yeah, it's gonna look like a brand new battery when we're done. So a lot of people don't know that the garbage on top of a battery is actually electrically conductive, and I probably should have checked it with a meter before I cleaned it. I could have proved it to you, but you'll just have to take my word for it. And it can actually cause quite a bit of self-discharge on this battery just from being dirty. Baking soda neutralizes the acid. It's cheap, safe, and readily available. All right. Kind of rinse everything off here. The old spin around and gently. I'm sure you guys can still see. Alright, now we'll clean the terminals with our terminal cleaning brush. A couple of different versions of this. Okay, oh yeah, use positive. Perfect. All nice and clean. Next up, we'll do the car. Okay. Ooh, crusty. Ooh, hey, free razor blade. Nice. This is mostly dirt down here, but we're gonna do our best to clean up the battery tray. Hopefully you all can see that, aside from just looking at my melon here. Get the terminal ends real good in the baking soda solution. Clean them up. I don't like these crimp ones. This one here is pretty easy. You could solder a new end on it if you wanted to without a whole lot of work. I'd ask the customer, see if they want to do that. That's their call. So I find a corrosion kind of takes its hold on those pretty quick, just by virtue of how they're made. So get those cleaned up good. All the wires nice. Come up here. For the old rinse. Everything's looking good. Before we put the battery back in the car, I am going to pry up these inspection plates, covers, whatever you wish to call them. and give the electrolyte level a cursory check. Some of these are glued on, so if they're good and stuck, don't try to pry them off. I just look and see that the electrolyte covers all of the plates. It's pretty easy to look down in there and make sure that that is indeed the case. So this one's nice and covered, so all should be well. What we're gonna do next is clean the terminal ends on the car. I've already used the baking soda to take care of that, so I'm just gonna hit them with a wire brush real quick. I'll show you what that looks like. Take this brush, take the cap off, and we'll do the same on both. This brush is pretty hammered. We'll just wire brush the inside out, and then give it the old rinse-a-roo. I'm also, to make this easier to reinstall on the new battery, I'm gonna back this nut off, and then, of course, we never got the right size. Back this nut off, okay, several turns. Sometimes I gotta put a washer under those when these terminal ends get fairly hammered. And then, I'm gonna go from the right direction. I'm gonna put the split in the spreader, line that up here in the front, and then just give them a squeeze, and that opens that up on the inside there so that it fits down real nice and flush onto the battery terminal. Next, I dry everything up good. And we'll give the tray a toot of fluid film, kind of keep it from rusting. For what it's worth, anyway. And this cable end's kind of tucked up here out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this guy in. This is an interesting design. And then I'm going to hook up the positive, or excuse me, the negative. I think I just put this guy in backwards. Yep. Okay, did that right on camera. All right. You always got to put your battery in the right way. Negative cable goes on first, all clean, fits like a glove. That's not going to fall out. And get our tools. Forget what size that one was. Probably a 10. Everything's kind of a different size on here, unfortunately. Some standard, some's metric. I'll never quite figure out the rhyme or the reason. But I suppose the real reason is because everything's been changed at some point in time. Aftermarket never really has a standard, yet another reason why I don't like aftermarket junk. Of course, that ain't gonna fit, so lovely. Use the old 12mm wrench. So a battery cable end probably ought to be replaced. Given the condition of this car, that's not gonna happen. Grab us a 13. So some projects obviously are just gonna fight you till the bitter end. Don't know why, but that's how they go. Okay, so negative's all good, nice and tight. Give it a little tongue test. Then we got to do the old sneak around the bracket here. All right. So battery's in. Then what we're gonna do? Okay. without shorting nothing out is, oh, look at that, everything lined up real nice. I like that. Some of these cars you can just go in through the wheel well good, and that's that. I'm gonna throw a little anti-sneeze on that bolt. It's all good. I believe it's a 10. Somewhere's my 10. Right on my air ratchet where I left it. Get us a hose. Okay. Some tools. And in true fashion, the anti-seize is already everywhere. Big surprise. Make sure we're going the right way. And give her the old classic reach. So everything's situated where you want it. Okay, well, I suppose we probably bent the bracket a little bit there in the corner. There we are. Can always bend it back, I assume. Okay. Well, we screwed that up. Hang on. Hang on. Battery goes in a little bit further. Tight like it was. That's always good. And last cable remaining is our positive. We just want to make sure that we are indeed hooking the positive up to the positive. If we value the life of this car, obviously. This one takes yet another different size, of course. All right, so we just got to be super careful not to short this positive to the chassis, because that could be really bad for both of us. Bad for a car and bad for my tools. It's quite a fireworks show when that happens. Here's a good quiz question. Which terminal should you reconnect first? And the answer to that's actually going to be the positive. But in this case, I don't know how you do it all by your lonesome little self. The correct way on this car. Kind of all these Chryslers. I'll just give this the old expedition here. Okay. There we go. There we go. I like that. Might back that off a smidge. Positive smushed all the way down. Just got to be careful. I did put a washer on this. Missing a little push bin donger thing down there. That's nice. Fixed. We're going to figure out what we did with our lug nuts. Oh, right there. That's how you know it's time to go home. So I will gently, after I start these by hand, gently run them up with the impact. I will not tighten them. The impact, I'll actually use a torque wrench for that. And I don't know what size socket we used on this. Sweet. Things routed good. Okay. A little silicone spray on the drum. And oh man, these are good. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Always nice to have a clean air filter. This little guy had this push pin. Fits in like such. There we go. Perfect. God, I love 2 different size lug nuts. What a waste of time. But I guess that's how it goes. Okay, so I already tightened that one earlier. Break it down, we'll retighten it. Torque it right, so we'll go kind of tight. And then we're gonna struggle with getting the sockets off of these. These lugs are pretty well hammered. Can't love your sockets all the time, I guess. Okay, kind of tight. And kind of tight, and kind of tight, and kind of tight. Go over here to the oddball size. Chase the socket around the shop. Next, we'll simply make sure that the engine starts. We'll reset the customer's clock, reset the customer's radio, and all of that good stuff. Well, there you got it, folks. That is how to replace a battery in your '99 Dodge Intrepid. Several other Chrysler vehicles kind of work the same way, so if you can't find the battery under the back seat, you can't find it under the hood, they probably put it in the bumper. So anyway, I digress. Hey, if you liked what we showed you here today, if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel, give us the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and as always, thanks for watching.